Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what you working on? I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
You got it, come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, yo, right here. Oh, that's automatic! Hey, you can hit that all day!
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Michael Jordan. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put on a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We have got to find a way to create more scoring opportunities in transition. Let's get on the baseline and work on filling the lanes better and getting the ball to the middle of the floor.
Hey, he can ball, huh? What's the run? Pop me! Put it back! And the foul! Yeah, let's go, let's do it! Ball up! Don't let him shoot!
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
Hey, he can ball, huh? I see him! Good board!
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Almost keep going, baby. Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, whoa, keep it going. Let's go. Can't stop me. Now we're rolling. Next time, man. Next time.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just like that. One more, one more. That's all you! Hey, hey, good boy, good boy! Hey, see you later, man.
We've got a nice little winning streak brewing here, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they kept it going. This is a team that's extremely well coached, and a great coach understands the value of not letting up. There's no place for complacency in this league.
Absolutely none.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, I spoke with Jay about the history he has with Coach.
David, fantastic report. Thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
And, you know, I've gotten the sense things weren't completely ironed out during Summer League, but by the end of it, both guys were on the same page.
If you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups for Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It's stolen. Chicago again turning it over. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They look at Chicago. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Satoransky with it, now guarded by Middleton. That one no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Inside, plays it up and banks it in. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Ilyasova. And some changes here for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Marvin Williams subbed in for Ilyasova. And Chicago also making a switch. Hutchison's checked in. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Matthews. Trains the 19-footer.
Love how Matthews uses the pick and roll. Excels at making the right decision in these sets more times than not.
Trying to get open is Carter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Outside Hill. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hutchison. The second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. 6 points for him.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning.
I think he's already hit. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for Williams. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's White.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Shoots a fader. No good off the front iron. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. Here's Giannis. Markkanen pulls it in.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bucks trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Porter's running. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Middleton. Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. With 1 on the clock, and stolen by White. And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So, big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Williams is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Hill. And it's Ilyasova in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Murray's checked in for the Bulls. DiVincenzo passes to Bledsoe. Outside Hill. Here's Ilyasova. Got a piece of it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Hill to deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Ilyasova. From outside, off the mark. The Bulls leading by 12. To the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Chicago also making some changes. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Murray. And it's White in for Satoransky. Hill finds Williams. It's back to Hill to end the run. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the floater. Young dishes to Levine. To the paint. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. 21 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. and it's Young. We know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
And the first one drops.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Stolen by Markkanen. Levine kicks to Porter. Teardrop shot, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Middleton the pass to Ilyasova. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, there's on Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA break the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
That free throw.
Number 91.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Middleton against Porter. Pass to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
Here's Giannis. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The Bulls leading by 19. To the middle. White against Bledsoe. In the corner, it's Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
Kept alive. Tries again. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
And since coming to the Bucks, Derek Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for George Hill. And it's Connaughton missing. Here's Satoransky. Out to the wing. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's field, they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Real or get stung.
Yeah, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Awesome. So I want to ask by asking you about your growth as a player. You have come a long way since the beginning of the season. I'm just wondering, who's most responsible for that?
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm going to have to go with Coach.
Okay, why is that?
Because, man, you know, the level of faith he has in me as a player, it allows me to do my thing.
That's all it takes? Faith? Man, I keep believing I'm going to win the lottery, but I am rolling snake eyes, buddy. No dice.
I mean, what else you want me to say?
We don't want you to say anything, Jay. We're just asking questions, man.
It doesn't sound like you're asking a question. Hey, what is that?
Looks like we got some beef brewing.
No, man, look, it's no beef, man. I'm just saying, you know, Coach really helped me out. So I don't have any beef with you two.
Of course not, Jay. Just ignore him, okay? He's not housebroken.
I got you.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we got with Che. So, Che, thanks so much for joining us. A real pleasure, as always.
Hey, for sure, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Watch what you say, Che. Come on.
What you talking about, man? Man, y'all tripping, man. You right. My bad. I'll take it back.